Yo, just want to make this quick video for you guys today. And today I want to be talking about poverty and the 9 to 5 death trap. Poverty is hell. For those of you who don't know, living in poverty is an absolute living nightmare. It is hell on earth to be poor. Because when you are poor, you will be a liability to other people. You're not going to be able to pay your bills. You're not going to be able to pay your rent. And you're going to be in a codependent situation where you're going to have to be begging somebody else who has money for money. And they're going to look at you as a leech. They're going to look at you as somebody who is just a complete failure in life. And that will damage your self-esteem. It will damage you and cause you to just spiral into a negative thought process that will destroy your life. So you have a responsibility to get out of poverty. Now, a lot of us were born into families that were, maybe middle class, lower working class, and we have that generational curse of poverty on us that we have to break free from. And there are people, especially those in church settings, that'll try to sell you this false narrative that it is noble to be poor. They'll take Bible verses like, for example, it's easier for a camel to pass through an eye of a needle than it is for a rich man to enter the kingdom of heaven. And they'll completely misapply that verse, not knowing the context, to try to sell you this narrative that you have to settle for a life of poverty. That is a trick of the enemy to keep you in a never-ending state of poverty. And there are people out there lurking in the shadows, that will try to sell you some type of get-rich-quick scheme. They're watching you. They know that you're struggling. And those of us who know that they'll try to recruit us into their scheme. They'll be like, hey, bro, I got this one business that's it'll take off in 5 years. Come join my team. And it's a scam, because there's no such thing as get rich quick. There's no such thing as get rich quick, because those of us who truly know that the people that do try to do that, they eventually get taken down. It's like the scripture saith, he who makes haste to become rich will not go unpunished. And these people, eventually they get punished in time. So don't fall for that trap. Don't fall for these gurus trying to sell you these online courses that, 50K, and within 1 year you'll become rich. It's all lies. There is no such thing as get rich quick. And if you follow these people, you're going to be down bad. You're going to be even worse than you are right now. So what you have to do, how do you get out of poverty? How do you break the cycle? How do you end this nightmare? That is that you have to listen to God's voice. God has a different plan for everybody in life. For you, it might be different than for me. It might be different from the next person. There is no one size fits all for getting out of poverty. You have to understand that wealth, it is a product of you following God's will for your life. For you, it might be a musician. For you, it might be a filmmaker. For you, it might be an artist. It might be a counselor. It might be somebody who works in wood, who works in home design. It's different for everybody. And that is your purpose in life. And that is the only thing that's going to get you out of poverty. Not these people selling you courses. Not these people saying that, you're going to get rich if you buy no. You follow them, you're following the world. You follow God's voice, you will be blessed. The blessing of the Lord maketh rich and addeth no sorrow. So whatever it is that you have to go after. And the thing is this, a lot of people, they don't go after the thing that they know God is calling them to be. And the reason why they don't do it is because of fear. So many of you are crippled by what other people think of you. You're scared, I don't want to get on stage because people might laugh at me. I don't want to pursue this because people are going to think I'm stupid. It doesn't matter what they think of you. Is God calling you to do that thing? Are you going to listen to him or are you going to listen to these people? Are they paying your bills? No. You have to listen to his voice. And you have to understand that this is not something that's going to get you, it's not going to get you quick money. It's going to take time. It's going to take time because we live in an instant gratification world that wants to sell you everything on an instant. But that's not the way. The way of the kingdom, it's like agriculture. It's like a seed. You plant a seed and it takes time for that seed to blossom. So those of you who are in this trap right now, you have to figure out what God's will is for your life. And you have to start taking steps to accomplish that every day. And that is the only way that you're going to break this curse. There's no get rich quick. It's you got to get started right now. Hope you guys like this video. I'm out.